And I decided to go live. There were so many times that I was like, oh, I want to go live. I want to go live. Because, you know, I don't like doing pre-recorded videos anymore. Just too much work. And I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a doll owner. um, oh my goodness. Okay, so I had this guy, I always have him put away because I don't want him out getting dusty or anything like that. So I usually have him like wrapped up. Uh, I hope this isn't upside down. And sorry about the lighting too. The lighting, I don't have really good lighting in my room. So we're just going to, I simply just put this silky, satiny cloth over his hair, and it's, let me lift him up, and it's usually just fine with that. So you guys can see. So that way when I cover his face, it's not rubbing up anywhere. So things have kind of changed on here as far as, let me see. Yeah, things have kind of changed on here. I can't really, it looks a little bit different. Hi, we're just gonna change him. I don't know how many times I've threatened to go on and then I just don't because I get unmotivated or I find something better to do. Honestly, I'm on and who knows when I'll be on again. But I was thinking about selling him. I just don't want to have a bunch of dolls. So I was thinking about selling him, but I'm not sure yet. It's kind of like, I don't have to sell him. So I kind of feel like, I think what I'm going to do is like, if I can get the right amount of money for him. And hi, my little world, I saw you there. Let me just get my tablet so I can see. But I don't know where my tablet's at. Oh no, did I leave it somewhere? Great. Well, we'll just use this phone. Yeah, so I feel like if I can get what I want for him, then I'll sell him. If not, I'm not going to sell him. And he is a prototype. Hold on, I'm trying to get to my video so that I'm able to read all the comments that just flood into my channel because so many people comment. I'm being facetious, okay? Okay, so this is Reborn Hygge, and this is the little outfit that I put on him and never photographed him in. It's actually one of my favorites. It's so cute. I got this outfit at Nordstrom's. I want to say it's like been 2 years since I got it because a lot of the things I really haven't been shopping at all. I have so much stuff. I have like a style that I like for my dolls, and that's about it. And again, I do apologize for like the really, really poor nighttime lighting, but you guys can still see him. He's cute. Yes, I did. I went into the advanced settings and I saw how to do this horizontal. No, yeah, horizontal or landscape, whatever. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer is asking, because I don't know if you guys can still see the chat when after a live. So Jennifer is asking, is he off eBay or Amazon? Well, Jennifer, sounds like you're probably new around here, so I'm just going to make an example of you. No. Welcome to my friendly channel. No. No. And the reason that I have to be kind of harsh with that so that people don't forget is because there has been in the past 3 years like a serious campaign against people who collect authentic dolls, especially us here on YouTube. They've tried this pushback on Facebook, doesn't really work there, with a lot of the anonymity on YouTube, people, you know, it's a little, I think it tends to work a little bit more on YouTube. Plus YouTube gets more, it's more visible than Facebook. And if you know anything about my channel, I take a long time to get to the point. So I'm going to keep taking a long time to get to the point. Hey, Sally. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Colleen. So the question was asked if I got them off eBay or Amazon. I do not shop on eBay. I don't even remember the last time I posted on eBay or shopped on eBay. I do not buy any dolls from Amazon. I don't buy any dolls from Amazon because the dolls on Amazon are all counterfeit. Now, some of you may heard people like Julie try to spread like this whole, they're called, you know, she thinks she's fighting the good fight. Hers is the good fight. Sure. It can only be good if you tell the truth and you don't lie. Which brings me to what I'm going to talk about today too, because I saw somebody told me, watch this video because it's ironic, okay? It is the most ironic thing that could have happened today or whatever day she made the video. But I saw it today. Yes, I'm going to admit, yes, I did venture over to that channel and watched her video. But the people who advocated for counterfeits are now mad that people are trying to scam new people in the community with their counterfeits. I mean, I couldn't make this, I can't make this up. And they like to use the word replica. Well, let me break it to you guys. Replicas are counterfeits. No matter how they try to make it sound pretty, they try to make the packaging pretty, you know, the verbal package. They try to make it sound pretty. It's not. They're counterfeits. End of story. So these counterfeits, now the people, one person at least that I saw, she made this whole stink about, oh my gosh, people are getting scammed buying counterfeits. Well, she calls them replicas, but same difference. Buying counterfeits, and they're charging $200 for these counterfeits, and these people are being scammed. Well, you know, I find that kind of funny that you would get mad about something like that. That somebody would get and then claim I was brutally bullied. No, you're not being bullied. I wish I would invite her on here and we could have a debate, like a real one, about the counterfeits and about we could keep it to like how they advocate for counterfeits, and now they all you know, now they're upset about the fact that there are people trying to scam others with counterfeits by charging $200 when they can buy a counterfeit for $34 somewhere else. I mean, what somebody decides to charge for their counterfeit really is the non-issue, okay? If somebody buys a counterfeit, then resells it for $200, it really is a non-issue. The issue here is the fact that it is a illegally produced, mass-produced, sorry, this came back and I'm trying to pull it back in, illegally mass-produced sculpt. And I'm going to keep saying that because that's what it is. It's true. And it doesn't matter what group she has, that all dolls are welcome. Like, so are the people who are paying for $200 for a counterfeit doll, are their dolls not welcome now because they pay $200 instead of $34? Just asking. The irony of it all. Hi, Della's Bundle of Love Reborn Nursery. Hello, girly pop. Okay, I pulled it. There. This is driving me nuts. This keeps falling back into the rabbit hole. So if you guys, I know you can't see very well there, but maybe you guys, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Look how cute is that? How cute that is. It's got these very like soft neutrally tones, And I have like a gray chicken with white spots and a blue tone chicken with white spots. The backdrop is all white, and it looks like, you know, somebody maybe threw them a little corn, little seeds, a little feed, and they're eating this. And this is just adorable on him. So you have got to be kidding me. The scammers are scamming counterfeit scammers. What's next? Yes, I love you, Sally. See, Sally has, she's articulate, and she has a better way of, I have a hard time with my ADHD trying to get like the right words. So impromptu, but Sally, you're my hero. Yes, exactly. The scammers are scamming counterfeit scammers, and that they're mad. And the counterfeit scammers, the counterfeit collectors are mad that there's somebody that decided to price their cheap counterfeit at 200. You know, what somebody decides to pay for any doll, even if it's counterfeit, is nobody's business but the person who decides to pay for it. And apparently, come on, Thurston, I asked you to come in earlier, but apparently they are selling it. I don't remember where they were selling it. Anyway, guys, look, I advise, my opinion is, you know, not popular here on YouTube, because YouTube has become like the haven for counterfeit collectors and counterfeit dolls and counterfeit people who open up counterfeits and stuff. So, but just don't buy. Then you won't have a problem. Don't buy the ones that are the counterfeits that are 200. Don't buy the counterfeits that are 34. They're not well made, and they're outraged because the same way a couple years ago that these counterfeit sellers were advertising their fake reborns, their counterfeit reborns, they were stealing our pictures. In fact, some of them have stolen some of my pictures, and they use that as the face of what, you know, they promised. That was the promise, is pictures of prototype dolls, or they would just scour Instagram and take screenshots of other people's pictures, and then, you know, put those pictures up on eBay or wherever they were selling, and all the person would end up getting is nothing that looked like the picture, and it just looked like a crap, garbage. Okay, so this was what Julie and company, Springflower, Julie, and all of those people who jumped on the counterfeit bandwagon, this is what they were advocating. Okay, they were advocating counterfeits. And even though these the company itself, they're making illegally reproducing sculpts that they weren't paying the original artist for. They obtained the sculpt either by illegal means or legal means, and they were recasting them, and or, you know, whatever it is that they were doing, but they were counterfeits. They were making dolls that looked like they had been hand painted by artists. Not really though, because they look worse. They had really pluggy hair and everything like that. But so this is what they, you know, people like Julie were advocating. Buy counterfeits, all dolls welcome. You're all dolls here. You know, this whole, you know, it's all okay. Well, if you guys didn't keep that business, that market going, you kept contributing to that market, you know, you kept it nice and healthy and alive, maybe scammers wouldn't be selling counterfeits for $200, would they? I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so meta. It's so meta that it blows your mind. It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? You know, it's just so meta, it'll blow your mind. But what blows my mind the most is the hypocrisy. Now it's a scandal. How dare people who want to buy counterfeits get what they, and it's not even a scam, because whatever somebody prices their dolls for, because these counterfeiters were pricing their dolls really high too. They were choosing whatever they wanted to, you know, they were selling it under false pretenses. Julie was complaining how, oh, and they're saying that this is a real artist painted. Well, you know what? The counterfeit companies that were selling those counterfeits in the early days were also making the same claims about their dolls. in their advertisements and all over eBay, all over Amazon. They were also calling them Reborns and making the same exact claims that she's mad about these other people, that these other people are doing now, the ones that are selling counterfeits for 200 now. So maybe it's, you know, for all she knows, it's the same people who originally made the counterfeits and they just want to make more money off of it because they know they have a market for it. I don't know. It could be many things, but I just think it's hypocritical of you to be mad of what somebody prices their doll, but not mad of the fact that it's a counterfeit. Like, okay. Anyway, let me read some of what you guys are saying here. What is going on? There's always something going on, Della, on this channel. We're always in a crisis here. I'm always talking smack. If you want to hear some smack talking, just come here. If, you know, people, what was it on Steel Magnolias? If you don't have anything nice to say, come sit by me. Okay? Anyway, one of my favorite quotes, a philosophy that I live by. Yeah. I live, it's a way of life. Anyway, so My Little World says, I don't even think it's a scam unless the seller claims the doll is authentic. Charging more is not scamming. It was to be expected within this counterfeit culture, right? Yeah, I agree. Sally says, what a pleasant surprise to turn on my iPad and here you are on live, just like old times. Aw, thank you, Sally. I'm so glad that somebody's happy to see me. I also want to point out Julie saying, oh, yes, that was my favorite part. I should probably play it. I bet, you know what? I can't find my, where's my tablet? I don't know where I put it. Hold on, let me see. Because I would like to play this part, because you know me, I like to quote people directly. I like quoting people. I don't like hearsay. I don't want to get the quote. I don't want to get it wrong, because then people split hairs. So I don't want to get it wrong, but I don't know where I left my tablet. So I don't want to get it wrong, but let's just, let me see if I can just play it for you. Okay, so what My Little World is saying here, she says, I want to point out that Julie saying Ashton Drake's and Paradise Galleries are not replicas either. Those are authentic sites having valid contracts with sculptors. Okay, so Julie said, which you guys, that's to be expected on Julie's channel. She spreads misinformation all the time. She lies a whole bunch. So let me just, I'm pretty sure I remember exactly what part she said that in, because I was just like, okay, girl, you can say whatever you want, like talk crap and everything like that, but at least tell the truth and don't spread misinformation. Okay, there's an ad because she's got a million ads. Another ad.
They are not.
Here we go. I'm
just suggesting to people who are new in the hobby that they are reborn dolls. They're not reborn dolls. They are manufactured. You could call them reborn dolls, but they're manufactured reborn dolls.
Okay, so that's what I was talking about. She's talking about counterfeits. Yes, I've been saying that counterfeits are not reborns, but now she says it and it's okay that she says it, right? So now she's outraged that somebody would try to sell a counterfeit with the same descriptions that the original counterfeit manufacturers used to use, the same tactics that the counterfeit manufacturers used to use to sell those counterfeits. Stealing our pictures, stealing prototype doll pictures, claiming they were reborns, claiming they were painted by artists, claiming they were, you know, all this stuff, authentic, everything. And now she's mad that another counterfeiter is claiming. We've been saying that counterfeiters have been saying this. They've been saying this. This isn't new. But here's the fun part where she talks about Ashton Drake and Paradise Galleries.
Just like Ashton Drake, just like Paradise Gallery, they are not authentic sculpts, hand painted and rooted by an artist. They're not. That's just, And that doesn't make them any less than, but they're not. They're not an authentic doll. They're a replica of an authentic doll.
Okay, so here she claims that Ashton Drake and Paradise Gallery dolls are a replica of an authentic doll. So let me just read, that's why I wanted to quote her exactly of what she's saying. So that's just not true. Ashton Drake and Paradise Galleries, like My Little World just pointed out, are actually designed, sculpted by real artists. So let me just read, that's why I want that to quote her. Sorry, that Paradise Galleries and Ashton Drake's contract to sculpt for them. So I just want to make that clear. That was just some more misinformation. Now, maybe she just doesn't know, or I don't know. She always tries to come on like she's an authority in all Reborns. So, and all she ends up doing is just spreading like really poor information throughout the community. So, yes, just wanted to point that out. She said in her video, 80 and PG were replicas. They are not. They are valid collector dolls. Nothing like Counterfeit, Temu, and Comp dolls. Bonnie Brown, Laura Lee Eagles, and Ping Lau and Marita Winters all have sculpted for PG under valid contracts. Okay, so all these artists have also sculpted for Paradise Galleries under valid contracts. So once again, Julie spreads misinformation per usual. Yep. Per usual. So, yeah, so I just wanted to point that out because I find that really obnoxious. I find that really irresponsible. And I just, it just gets under my skin. So be careful who you listen to, what you're listening to, because then we'll get like really a lot of new people here, like the one who just came in and asked, you know, you would never find a doll like this on Amazon or maybe eBay, because I think there's a silicone artist out there like Romy Stridham, and I believe also Joanna Kazmierczak. Who else? I think those are the ones that I can think of the top of my head. Those are silicone artists that still, I believe, use eBay auction. So, but see, those are just two. It's very, very rare that you're going to find a doll like this on eBay auction, unless it's being sold secondhand. But then again, a lot of us are not selling on eBay because there's just a loss of confidence in that portal, in that website, as far as the doll community is involved. For me, I no longer sell there. I know a lot of people that don't sell there anymore. I'd like to promote another .com site, but I'm not going to on my channel anymore for various reasons. I don't particularly care for the person who runs that site, so I won't be promoting that one blank.com site anymore. Plus, they allow people who have purchased counterfeit kits and painted them. They allow people to try and resell counterfeits, or people who have advocated for counterfeits on their site. So it's just not somewhere that I particularly want to use. So when I do sell, it's always a private sell. I don't really do auctions or anything like that if I sell from out of my personal collection. I've been lucky enough to be able to sell privately to people. So, anywho's, My Little World says, I feel if collectors have public channels and want to talk about these things, they have an obligation to do their research and put out only valid information and not whatever suits their agendas. Thank you. That's true. There's a responsibility. There's a responsibility. If you want to be a source of information, or you want to be looked up to as credible, then at least put out, there's another person in the UK that always puts out like really bad information as well. But I might talk about that one soon. Hold on. for both community's sake and all new collectors' sake. Yep, I agrees. I agree. So I'm gonna try to, I don't know, I was kind of thinking of putting these pajamas on him. Which I haven't put on him yet. Maybe powdering him up a little bit. But we'll see. So I in no way want people to go over to this person's channel if you recognize who that is and harass her or, you know, make fun of her or anything like that, because she has the tendency to tell, and this is going to sound like I'm being, you know, mean, but it's annoying actually, because I just cannot stand the lies, but she has a tendency to say that people bullied her, and I do not believe she's accused me of bullying, so now that every time I hear that when she talks about somebody bullying her, when she's not talking about me, if she ever like accuses somebody of that, I never believe her, because I know how she lied about me. So I never believe anything she says. I never believe her because she so easily lies. So, but I don't want people going, this is just for, you know, to make sure that misinformation that's being pumped out into the community on YouTube is being corrected. You know, I feel like she has a responsibility, especially since she wanted to pick up that flag, you know. She wants to run that torch like she's, follow me, guys. You know, she wants to act like she's an authority. Well, then at least know what you're talking about before you say it. So, and let me see. I was thinking of putting that on him, but now I don't know. I might. Should I do an all gray outfit? Or is that just going to be way existential? It's kind of a thin sweater. I don't even know if it's going to be too small on him, because he's kind of chub. He's a little bit chub here, so. And then I have these are, I love these little pantaloons from Gymboree. These are in newborn size 0. Ooh, I wonder if these are gonna be snug. They're kind of like harem pants, so they're like baggy. But I'm thinking that let's undress him. God, his coloring is good in any lighting, I swear. But if you do want to buy a silicone, it depends on what you're looking for. Like, there are a lot of artists out there that are making kits. One that is easier to access is Izzy Zhao. Her silicone kits are still on the more economical end of silicones. And then there's Jennifer, gosh, is her name Jennifer Costello? I think that's her name. I had a silicone by her. I think that's her name, Jennifer Costello. She also is frequently coming out with silicones, and hers are also on the more affordable end of full body silicones. Now, can there be like not all sculpting is the same, so there's always that to consider. Some artists are sculpting, pay attention to a lot of details in like hands and feet and proportions, which is like huge for me. Some try, and they're trying their darndest to do it, and they're still getting there, but you'll find that the price of a blank kit, I feel, would be fair for what the realism and proportion wise and everything, you know, is for their dolls. And then there's like the obvious higher end silicones, which the artists are doing way more, like Claire Taylor. She's doing so much attention to details within inside the mouth. And not all artists are doing that. Some artists, like his artists, are just basically sculpting the face, and then the artist who paints the doll, it's not always going to be the sculptor who produced the silicone and stuff. It's not always going to be the one painting it. Usually they distribute, or the customer will buy a kit. The sculptor would distribute it to like prototype artist. He was made by a prototype artist. I don't remember how many Paulshins came out by Ulrika Gal. So, but I know that he is one of them. I don't even remember which number he is. But I want to say maybe there was like 5, 6, maybe. I think that's about it. There wasn't very many. She did release him also in as a partial silicone, but yeah. Let me so should I put this? Is this like, I'm gonna see how the sweater looks on him, but first I'm gonna powder him. And then you have like your very, very like high end, who has made a name for herself many years ago, which is Romy Stridham and Joanna Kazmierczak. Now they tend to, just like Claire Taylor does this a lot too, but Claire's been releasing her dolls in kits, and sometimes along with a full body silicone kit, she'll release them in vinyl kits. So if you can't get the full body silicone, you can still enjoy one of her sculpts as a vinyl kit. I think only 4. Okay, so maybe there's only 4 of Paulshin. I don't think there was anymore. And in my opinion, I got it done by the best prototype artist. It's the truth, though. But yeah, so where did I put the mug with it? Oh. So I don't know, you guys, should I put pajamas on him or should I do the outfit? I don't know what to do. I have this one here. I haven't even put it on him yet. It's got little otters on there, and it's a more like, the otters have, like, he has a little popsicle, a little ball. This one, I think they're drinking like lemonade or something. I don't know. So it has more of a summer feel to it. This one's got balloons. Oh, this one has like a beach umbrella. Maybe I will do, maybe I'll put him in that instead of the sweater. Besides, it's been kind of warm, so I'm trying not to give you the weather report on my channel. There's already a lot of weather report channels. So I'm gonna use my Just Matte by D3 Creations. And I'm gonna get my mask. Give me a second. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the stuff around here on the live. Oh, there it is. Okay, and it just, what is this? This is for flash. Ooh, I want to press things because I see things I don't usually. Oh, that turned the light on the phone. That is so, I don't know if I should keep that on. What do you guys think? Is that better? I don't know. I don't know if you guys think that's better or not, or if I should just turn that off. Huh. Sorry, there's like new features on here. Oh my God, I just thought of me suffocating in that big cloud of powder in one of my old videos. I know. I found a mask the other day. So I'm like, oh, I gotta put that I had it so close by all this time. Yeah, you're gonna want to use a mask because powder just gets everywhere. And he doesn't really need it that I can see in this lighting. I don't change them very often. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I turn the light on? You like the light? Okay. I'll leave it on for a little bit. Isn't that like so crazy that that happened? Didn't even know it could do that. But I'm gonna do this just to make it easier to put his clothes over his arms. Yeah. His little nose. And a little bit goes a long way. I'll just pick up a little bit on there, and I'm just trying to do his arms and legs. I'll do his legs in a minute. Over his hands. I'm shifting here. And this should just make it a little bit easier. For his clothes to slide right on without too much friction over his arms and stuff. They just wear a mask so you're not inhaling it or anything like that. And let me put some on his boot tee. Oh. Figure in for a penny and for $1, we might as well just do the whole bod, right? So I've been just not really feeling, I guess like sometimes I don't feel the hobby because I'm not doing videos, and really honestly making videos keeps you like engaged in the hobby. But I started realizing that YouTube is just such a small part of the Reborn hobby, and there's so many counterfeits and people opening up counterfeits and stuff on here that I just don't want to be associated with that. And I mean, that's just the truth. Plus, I can't stand a couple people on here. Like, what if you guys saw my wall? It's just, I don't care. I don't care if people think I'm petty. I really don't at this point. I don't care what you guys believe anymore, because I know the truth. There are lots of people that I'm friends with here, and I don't care what the peanut gallery thinks of me, because the funny part is I don't really care too much for them. So I mean, do I hate them like as a human being or anything like that? Maybe. No. Do I dislike them as people that are in part of this community because they've done so much damage and they make up so many stories and they lie and they, and if they're content creators, they can't come up with their own content or find their own special things, which brings me to what I was talking about on my community wall. Now, there's this collector. I've talked about her before, but I'm just going to say her real first name instead of her channel name. But Michelle, this collector who came into this community years ago, couple years ago after I did, but still a few years ago. And I know she collected like BJD dolls or whatever. I'm not into those kind of dolls. Hi, Nicole. Thank you so much. You shouldn't have, but thank you. Thank you so much. But what I was going to say is, you know, that person came in a while ago, but I didn't really care for them. Now, this is why. Now, the very first time I was introduced to Michelle's channel was through another person that was in the Reborn community. She was trying to become an artist, and you know, so that was what she was doing, is trying to be an artist. And she had a channel, and she used to, you know, well, anyway, that's like a long history I don't want to get into. But she one time sent me a link and told me, oh my God, you have to watch, because she always sent me links of people who were disgruntled in this community. So they were pissed. Mostly people that were mad because they didn't have high-end dolls, or they didn't have like clothes from the children's salon, or Jacquerie, or, you know, the expensive high-end clothes or expensive clothes. And so these were people that would always go take to their channels and then make videos about how people like my channel or Katie's channel, or, you know, other bigger than me, Reborn channels wouldn't come and comment on their videos. And I see, actually, which is funny, and I digress here, but I have to digress a little bit. I've been seeing videos again with the same theme, but this time they're not aiming us because we're not here. They're mad at other channels for not visiting them, you know? And there was one, her name is Lisa. She was complaining. Somebody shared the video with me. I don't know who she is, but it was just funny. I was like, well, that's funny that they're complaining about the same things that people used to complain about my channel. Like, oh, I comment all the time on your channel and you never come and comment on my channel. It was just really dumb. You know, besides me having a channel, which I really don't care that much about, but besides me having a channel, I also want to be entertained. So if you have something good on there, then yeah, I'm going to watch it. But for the most part, I don't really find a lot of Reborn channels that entertaining. That mine included. Okay? I mean, you're just going to come here and listen to the occasional smack talk, you know, but maybe you'll see this guy. But I mean, I'm just being honest here. So years ago, this person that I was, you know, acquainted with, friendly with, shows me this link of this woman from the UK, of Michelle's, and she was like angry and just bitching. And I was like, God, I probably sound like that sometimes too, but I wasn't amused by her because she had nothing to really be angry about. So she was just raging, and most of all her videos were always something that she was raging about, you know? So I immediately told her, I was like, oh, I don't know who that is, but I have absolutely no interest. But this friend, acquaintance of mine, always sought out channels where people seemed disgruntled. They seemed upset with the community on YouTube. So she was always looking out for those kind of people. And I never found her amusing. I did tell my friend that. I was like, look, I'm not going to watch her channel. I don't find her funny. I find her angry and kind of mean, to be honest with you, just mean and angry. So I didn't want to watch her. You know, fast forward months later, when I'm no longer friends with this person, of course, she told Michelle that I said this, although I had never at this point ever interacted with her. But Michelle, because she was upset that I didn't care for her channel, or that I said, oh, I think she sounds angry, or whatever it is that this one person, mutual friend, had told her, you know, she made this huge effort to become friends with everyone who hated me, and especially with one person that was a scammer who tried to scam me years ago. The two of them were just slumming it here on YouTube, speaking daily, spreading lies about me daily on YouTube, making fun of, I remember there was videos where I was showing some socks and stuff, and they're very thick. I don't think I have any right here in front of me, but they're knit. Oh, here they are. I lie. They're like these. Now I got these from Lithuania, and I have several of these. And I used to back then, because it wasn't really popular for people to do that for their dolls. A lot of people used to just shop like Walmart or Carter's and Babies R Us and stuff like that. But I would always try to find special and unique things. So I would always go to Etsy, get things custom made, or try to find something that nobody else was using. And these socks were one of them. These little knitted socks. I find the disgruntled videos too good sometimes. And okay, that's okay, whatever. I have a lot of people blocked, so I don't care. That's what they seek out, for people to hate so they can chase a false narrative. Yep. So it's story time. Okay, so I didn't like her channel. She, of course, was told I didn't like her channel. I didn't know her personally, but she did befriend somebody that had scammed me, and she was making videos about me every day. I was going through so much with this scamming situation. I was out a doll. I was out my money. This person was taking to her channel almost daily, lying. One time, at one point, the scammer that Michelle befriended had told everybody that I already got my money back, and I never did. I did eventually. Eventually, yes, I did. But it took 3 months for me to get my money back. Okay? But Michelle just decided that she was going to take her side, that she believed her, that I sold her a damaged doll, which I didn't. But that's what she claimed to PayPal to get this whole thing started. So Michelle would do these daily videos. She would make fun of Katie's accent. She did a lot of awful things. So even to the point where she was making fun of these socks. She was making fun of, oh, how precious can socks be? They're just socks. But now I realize, I realized it then, that she was just jealous that she didn't know where to get them. She didn't know, she didn't really know anything. And she wanted to have the things that I had on my channel. Yes, we're all adults, and I'm talking about an adult, someone that's older than me. Yes, we're all adults, and I'm talking about adults here. So I'm not saying I'm perfect either, okay? And I know none of you guys believe that. I know none of you guys think I'm perfect, so I ain't worried about that. We all have our flaws. But my point is that she made a post and a video making fun of the fact that I would describe the socks, that I was excited to get them, all kinds of stuff. And just the other day, although she already did it before, then her and the scammer that she befriended, the lady that was scamming me out of my money and my doll, they decided to do this little thing where they would copy everything I had. And so she started getting these socks as well from Lithuania, from the same vendor on Etsy. She started finding out, everywhere I was getting stuff, which wasn't okay with me, because I knew the intent behind it. I knew that the intent was insidious. It was intended to piss me off. And then there's times when Michelle makes videos where she talks about, let people, like, if it's her friends, then it's okay for people to want to have unique things or special things to their nursery for their dolls. And they gatekeep the information and don't try to spread the information, and they don't want other people to have the same exact special thing that they have. But when it came to me, it wasn't okay for me to want to have special things. You want up on the bed? Okay. So that's what, why I'm talking about it, because I just feel like, God, there are just some rotten people in this community. Oh, now my cat and my dog want to fight. Come on. Someone has to leave. There's either peace on the bed or one of you leaves. Okay? Or there's an exodus. Bye. Okay, sorry. My cat and my dog were about to fight on the bed. And they usually get along. Anyway, so I just never understood that, but it really, I'm not going to pretend it doesn't bother me. Yes, it does bother me that they continue. So just recently, she did this whole video about how she got these socks. And it also comes with, let me see if I can find it. I think I have it here. It also comes with, I put one of the videos, up on my, it's a 5-year-old video, and I put it up on my community wall. Let me see, I'm pretty sure I have the bunny here. Let me see if I can find it. I'm probably not gonna be able to find it now that I want it, so I'm looking for it. But it comes with a little bunny. You can buy the socks by themselves, or you can buy them as a set with a bunny, a handmade bunny. And that's how I bought my socks, with the handmade bunny. But now she comes out. So basically, now that I haven't really been making videos, the majority of her videos have either been like repeats of things that I've said. Yes, it is going to be common that in this community, a lot of stuff gets repeated. It's going to happen. But when we're talking about like special little things that I used to scour the planet for, so that I could have special things for my dolls on my channel, it's one thing if it's something, if, you know, it's a coincidence if it's one thing. But when it's repeatedly and repeatedly done, it's annoying. And I know they know that it bothers me. So she came out with her little box and stuff with the socks and the rabbit, and tries to act like she's just so clever, or just so, you know, resourceful, that, you know, and hip and stylish. But everything she's showing is things from all other people's channels, people that no longer make videos like myself. And it just is so annoying, because this isn't the first thing. It's the first time that I'm finally saying something about it. So it's annoying. And I know how this community is. And it's probably split like 50-50. But I've seen it. There are people that are on the camp that they're like, I'm not for copying. Okay. And then I know there's the other camp that people are like, sure, I rely on copying, so I copy, you know. I understand, you know, buying things from like a mass-produced store like Kmart, Walmart, Carter's, and ending up with the same thing. That I understand. And, or maybe wanting to, I get that she wants to have my style. I get it. You know, I get that. But the fact that she spent so much time on her channel on YouTube bashing me, lying about me, making up stories that still people spread. Like once it's out there, it's like that Richard Gere and the gerbil story. It's out in the universe. It don't matter if it's not true or not. People are, it's true in some people's head. So I know, like I said, it is an unpopular opinion, unless it's their own friends. Because what I find hypocritical is that she recently made a video talking about how her friend Kelly can have the special things if she wants, and can gatekeep the information if she wants. But when it comes to me, I don't get that same grace. So let me see what you guys are saying. Where do I accidentally dropped some silicone on my phone? That's what they do. Okay, they stop. Who is Michelle? I'm not saying her channel name, because that's what she's always wanted, and I spent many years not saying her channel name, but I will tell you in a private message. Weirdos, seriously. She is one of those reinventing channels, taking old ones down, taking all nasty videos down, and coming back periodically with new channels. Yep. Yeah, even when she was in the BJD community, I know she also advocated for the counterfeits, the ball jointed whatever dolls, the ball jointed dolls. That community had a huge problem with counterfeits too, like we've been experiencing, but they've experienced it before we did, before the Reborn community did. And she came off of that community talking about how counterfeits are going to win, people are going to want to buy the fakes. So she had fakes, she had counterfeits then too in the BJD community. She was always like fighting people on there. I remember when she came on my radar because somebody shared that video with me. I scrolled down her videos and I found BJD videos that she was making, just talking smack, you know, about the BJD community and the people who didn't like the, what were they calling them? Whatever, they were counterfeits. Whatever, the recasts. They would call them recasts. The recasts are the counterfeits. It was the equivalent of us calling the counterfeits replicas in this community. So she came off of that, from that community, preaching and advocating counterfeits too. And so she advocated for counterfeits here too. You know? Oh, they surely credit each other obnoxiously in every single video. And none of it is anything that they found themselves either, which is like the most, and I know they do that to get under my skin, but I don't care. I want to talk about it. So this is how I'm processing. There really are some horrible types of people who prey on the community for reals. I have a deep dive video coming soon talking about cyberbullies. Oh, I'm going to watch that. Oh, almost knocked over this thing. The thing I admire about you is you are not perfect, but you are honest and real. Thank you. What do you mean I'm not perfect? I'm perfectly imperfect. I try to be, because I don't want my credibility tarnished. Now, Pixie Mommy did a lot, like no one ever questioned Pixie Mommy. Like they never asked for evidence. They never asked for her to prove what she was saying about Katie and I. People just ate it up. They ate it up. Well, she was the first one. She was the sacrificial lamb. She was the first one that Kelly threw under the bus. Kelly threw her under the bus so quickly. We didn't want to get involved in that. But Kelly wanted us, and she used my channel to make sure everybody knew that she was no longer friends with Pixie, that she didn't want to be associated with what Pixie was doing. Kelly always Kelly is a slippery fish. She's a slippery fish. But anyway, so that is the YouTube drama. Yes, the saga continues. Nicole says the Reborn community is becoming horrible lately. Love your channel. Keep up the good work. Aw, thank you. I would say the Reborn community on YouTube is just bad. That's the worst, because I still enjoy Facebook and I still enjoy Instagram, even though I really just look now and I'm not really posting because I'm just not making time for like photography or videography or anything like that. I don't. And I know that a lot of people want to see Canyon. And I feel like sometimes I grapple with feeling bad because I know the artist wants to see their work out there and they want to see it presented nicely and stuff. And even though I didn't get this doll for free, so I don't owe anybody any advertisement. I just like, it's for my own pride, you know, and of my way of doing things. I like to present their dolls nice, you know. It was fun for me, but it's very time consuming. I haven't had a lot of time. I've just been more involved in just things with my kids, and they're not even kids anymore. All my children are adults, but I find that I don't know, they have their own lives. They have all of them have their boyfriends. They have their busy college lives, you know, but I feel it's like the dynamic of my relationship with my children has completely changed, in the sense that they need me in a different way than when they were children. And so it's nice, you know. But that's what I've just been more into. You think when they're little that their needs are like, oh my gosh, so time consuming and all this stuff, but when they're actually adults, it's just so different. In a good way. In a good way. Thank you, Chen. So we're gonna put this on. I didn't even show you guys. So the zipper This was also a custom. So the zipper is kind of nice because, oh, I just noticed, why does it have two zippers? Oh, I see. I'm going to show this second part to you later. So I have a zipper where I can put him in the sleeper by unzipping it like that. So we're going to put him in the zipper, and then I'm going to show you the second part of the zipper magic. And I got him this in 0 to 3 months. So this guy, I'm telling you, he's like 8 pounds. So it's still a good size. Now, there was a silicone, a full body silicone by Marita Winters, and I always forget what the doll's name was. I think it's like something Rose. I always forget her name. But oh my gosh, she was so cute. She was so cute, and I was on the list for it, and I didn't end up getting her though. Let me get my water. But one of the reasons I kind of talked myself out of that doll was because she was 10 pounds. Something like that. I think she was 10 pounds, and I'm like, oh, I do like a 6-pound baby, like my Tristan, who's for sale, by the way, for $1,800. Not, this isn't Tristan. Tristan is my other full body silicone by Ulrika Gall. So if anybody's interested in buying him, he is also a prototype. I've had to have him repainted and re-rooted and everything. Even though he was kind of a boo-boo baby, honestly, with all the refurbishing, that paint ain't going nowhere. So, and the rooting too. The rooting's really good. But even though I spent a lot of money on a doll, I am selling him for $1,800. Anyways, so this guy being 8 pounds, it's like the perfect 6 pounds to 8 pounds is a good. Can you stop doing that? Stop. Is a good weight that I like. It feels realistic. So let's start by putting one foot in. So I'm just going to grab his foot and I'm going to roll the clothes over him instead of pulling. So we're going to roll the clothing. There's a lot of little threads on here. I hope this fits him nicely. I don't know if I've put this on him or not. I don't think I have. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to see how 0 to 3 months. And everything varies too, because not everybody's 0 to 3 months is the same. You know, you notice that? I noticed that. So let's see. I haven't been feeling the Reborn stuff lately myself, just been too busy. Yeah, me neither. I feel, like I said, like I was saying earlier, which my thoughts might have gone in on a tangent, but I feel without me making videos or taking pictures or doing that, I've had like no desire to buy new outfits for hauls. Then it just slowly started diminishing. Then my interest in making videos just went down. Sometimes I would get really mad about something I would see, and I was like, you know me, I like to get on my soapbox, and I would be like, I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna talk about this, and then I would start watching something else like on Netflix, or I end up doing something impromptu, and I'd be like, it don't matter. Okay, so you can tuck the little zipper right there so it doesn't, you know, tuck. This is like a nice design. I don't remember where this one came from, but it's a handmade outfit. But what I like about this, like, I don't know if he's still in the, oh, his feet are not in the frame. Well, maybe I'll turn him this way. Sorry, I'm manhandling you. Okay, so his little feet, oh, let me scoot him up a little bit. His little feet. So I can cover his feet. We don't have to put socks on him. So it has the little, what do you call these? Whatever. I don't remember what they're called. But you can fold that in so you can cover his feet and doesn't need socks. But look at this. So you saw I zipped it up and that zipper's here. So that one you would unzip to put the outfit on him, the sleeper on. But then if you wake up in the middle of the night, if this was a real baby, you can get up in the middle of the night. It has a second zipper that unzips this way. That way you just take his little legs out. And I didn't even know. She don't even go here. I didn't even know. And then you can do that. You can take just the bottom half and then baby just stays warm on top. You don't have to like completely derobe him. And there, you just do that. Isn't that cool? So innovative. It's a two-way zipper, baby. Yeah, whoever made this, like, look at that with their two-way zipper. Chen says, I don't like the community here on YouTube as well. I follow very few of them here. I am enjoying the Instagram community lately. Me too. I enjoy the Instagram community a lot more. Thank you. You love his feetsies? Yeah, I like this two-way zipper. So yeah, so that's what my community wall is, you know, me, what I'm bitching about over there. I'm gonna brush his hair. Should I put his little legs back in? Should I? Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, let me show you something. You know, since we were just still hot off the heels of talking about Michelle. And she even went and like, this was like a custom blanket too. So I like, again, I can't have nothing special and unique and gatekeep anything, but her friends can. So she copied this one too. Yeah, lots of things. It's just like, yeah, I don't care, you know? There's like a big debate too. Like, it's not just the Reborn community, but just like, I don't mind if people like the same things that I have, but when you're a content creator and you're trying to get people to come and watch your channel, how about try to find your own stuff? How about that? We're just gonna brush his hair a little bit. You know, alpaca is like beautiful and realistic, and if you get really nice alpaca, but it is the most nerve-wracking hair that I ever had. And this one's nice, but I'm not a huge fan of alpaca, I'm gonna tell you that. That might be an unpopular opinion. I'm not a huge, but it definitely, it's the most, when you compare it, like, it looks the most realistic. It looks like the most realistic newborn hair. It looks just like what a newborn baby's head would be like. Oh, thank you. Oh, hi, all my tiny wonders. So, there. All right, so we're gonna zip him down. Can extend this. This one is like 0 to 3 months. The sleeper is. So, ooh, I don't really like how hard. I'm trying to straighten his leg there. I don't like having to zip that over his knee. Good thing it wasn't really snug. So the little feet part, look at his foot's all the way down here. Oh, I don't like the way that is. What is that? Okay, it looks a little weird. I think that they didn't have this one in newborn. Like, I would have ordered the newborn because then the legs are a little bit longer. So the legs are a little bit longer, but he can get away with it. He gets away with it. There he is. So that is all I have to talk about today. That is Reborn Community, YouTube Reborn Community nonsense drama. But if you guys like tea and all that stuff, then this video is for you. If you want to listen to me complain about other people on YouTube. That's how we do. That's how we do. Okay, so it's like a workout changing these full body silicone. I know, I don't like the way his leg is right here. See, if his foot was a little bit longer, then he would be like fitting in this thing. But I think the sleeper's fine. I'm not a huge sleeper person. I don't know why I like clothes better, or like onesies and stuff. Let me show you. Maybe next time. Oops, dropped a sock. I dropped the controversial sock. But yeah, I got these socks like 5 years ago. I have several pairs of them 5 years ago. I was gonna put this on him, but I think I'll save this for next time. That is cute. So I think I'll save that one for next time. Who knows when that will be. So honestly, like, I'm gonna whisper right now, but I'm gonna try to go on again this week because I'm gonna be having a lot of people at my house soon, and I won't be able to go live. So I hope everybody had a really nice Mother's Day. I did. I had a good time. I went and watched that Civil War movie. My girls know I love the movies, and it would be just like me to pick a dystopian theme. I like that kind of stuff. So I saw that movie, and then we had the dine-in, the movie theater. You know how most theaters are now dine-in, so they serve the food. And this theater, their food's always good. So that's what we did. I hope you guys, if you know, had a really nice time. You got spoiled, or maybe you spoiled your moms. But that is all I have for you today. Just a nice little smack talking session. I think that's all I have to say. Unpopular opinions, you know? Unpopular on YouTube, because honestly, I see lots of people talk about gatekeeping on other channels, and maybe it's not necessarily the Reborn community, but there are people that gatekeep like big time, because I'm not getting sponsored here by anybody. So if, just like Michelle said, if I want to buy something that's just special and unique to me, and I show it on here and I don't want to tell you where I got it, then I won't. So if it's good enough for her, then I don't see why she would criticize me for doing the same thing. Unless she's a hypocrite. The big H. The big H. Anyway, all my tiny wonders can't wait to rewind. Oh yeah, it's a little smack talking session, but anyway, stay positive, ignore the haters. Bye everyone. Okay, thank you for that, Nicole, and everybody take care, and we'll see you hopefully again soon, maybe this week. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna turn the light off so you guys can see them without the light on. Oh, that does look bad. All right, bye. Okay, I have no idea how to turn this off now. What is this? Oh, here we go. Oh, thank you, Sally. Love you too.